Hey everyone. All right. If all is as it seems, looks like we're live streaming. Gonna wait for the notifications. I can check my stream health here. Yes, we are live. Goodness, look at that. Okay. So we should be getting an email notification any second. It says excellent connection, but I can't see it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right. Now live on your channel. Hey, here we go, folks. Look at this. I'm going to turn this down. I'm going to stop. I think it's still going though. Yeah, that's weird. Okay, I'm gonna put this back. Yeah, I don't know why that happened. So here's what I think I need to do. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. That's crazy. We're gonna assume that we're still on, and yeah, we're just gonna go for it. All right, I'm heading on the highway, and I'm really not gonna pay attention to the video so much. Whenever I do a driving video, and I know I'm not the only one, my worst fear is that I'll do something wrong, and then I'll just be documenting an accident or something. Okay, so we're actually on the air. Good. Went and saw my doctor this morning. I told him about the fact that I think I have found the cause of my heart palpitations, and I'm able to stop them at will with some exercise. He was absolutely elated. That's fantastic. Make sure that this is connected on really tight. Okay, good. Seems like we're okay. Hey, Ken Run, how you doing? Fist bump, bro. Yeah, good to see you, man. Just on the highway here. How's things there? Thought I'd try a little bit different kind of view. You know, not actually in the view. One of my hats on the dashboard here. Didn't get enough sleep last night. Need to go home and take a nap. What I really want to do, excuse me, excellent. What I really want to do is go on the roof. Excuse me. I want to go on the roof. Sorry, of my house and get some sun. Seems like our mount is pretty stable here. That's good. I use my 360 camera and use this same mount on the dashboard a couple years ago when I was doing Hey Go, and I photographed my travels back up the East Coast in 360, and I had the stitch line this way so you can see all the way around. If I had to do it again, I would put the stitch line side by side, I think, and have it front to back. I did it side by side because I thought I might be wanting to, yeah, that's because I thought I would want to look in those directions, but it turns out that really what you want to do is look like this, it seems like. So all right. How's the audio level? Ken, it's still high, you know, since you gave me a signal report on my last live stream with this puppy and I cranked it up. Also, oh, nice. Oh, excellent. Yeah, it's a little warmer than that here. It's like about 22 today, and also no rain. It's supposed to be clear, and if it's really clear, although it's very, very windy, if it's really clear tonight, I'm going to go on the roof because we have a comet, you know, in the west now, and might be able to see it. That's really what I'm looking for, is to be able to photograph that comet. Okay, audio is great, fantastic. Now I'm not using the noise reduction because I don't think there's that much noise. There's a little bit of road noise, and maybe it adds, I don't know, something to the ambiance. But if you think I should turn the noise reduction on, I can easily do that. That's just a simple one button press. This is one of the first, probably the only live streams, I guess, I've done in the car where I'm not actually showing the action out the front window. I'm showing more of a just looking in the driver's window kind of thing. I suppose I could have put the Pocket 3, you know, on the other window and done like a you know, passenger side. Nothing's stopping me from doing that, except I can't do it when I'm hauling down the highway. I'm only going about 78 kilometers an hour. I'm staying in the right lane. I'm taking it nice and easy. I'm kind of tired, you know, so yeah. Maybe I'll pull in the rest area and I'll unstick it from this window and stick it in the other window just for the ride back. That would be cool. All right. Yes, it's totally invisible from here, but I've heard that this one is going to be good enough that maybe people, you know, should travel for it. There are people who do that. They chase eclipses around the world, usually a lot of rich people. But I know Dr. May, Brian May, Sir Brian, often travels to places to observe a solar eclipse. If you've never seen them, they're really quite amazing. I've been fortunate to see a couple of them. And on my live streams, I've told the story about the one that I saw when I was a kid. It was, if I'm going to say it was 97% total. And I was like 13 or 14, I forget, 13, 14. And my dad didn't want to drive like 60 miles to go up into Virginia, because we were living in, we were actually in Virginia. You didn't want to drive a little north in Virginia to see it. But the 97% was so good. And one of the mysteries, I don't know if it's been solved, but when I was a kid it was a mystery. If you are experiencing a total solar eclipse and you look carefully at the ground, and I put a white sheet on the ground to facilitate that. If you put a white sheet on the ground, you will see a series of parallel lines that go dancing across the ground. It's the weirdest thing. They look like shadows of something. And when I was a kid, nobody knew what those were. I should ask ChatGTP if it knows. But yeah, there's a name for the phenomenon. I don't know what it is, but it's parallel lines that go across. I mean, it's a group, it's like a group of them, like 10 or 20 of them will go by, and then some of those will go by. Now, when I was a kid, you know, I don't know if people weren't as scientific or whatever, but I was a kid, and you know, I knew a lot about science, but some of the people treated me like I was a kid, and I put the sheet down, and they go, well, you know, what are you doing? I said, well, there's going to be some kind of like these parallel lines, and the adults looked at me like I was crazy, like I was making it up or something. But you should have seen their face, you know, when you should have seen their face. when these parallel lines occurred, and they were like pointing at him, going, "Look at that!" It's amazing. I was like, I tried to tell you guys, but you wouldn't listen to me. But so it's important. I make sure that I listen to my daughter when she tells me stuff, because just because somebody's a little kid doesn't mean they don't know anything. And certain people have interests that others don't. And not only that, but other people have more time to look for things and experiment with things. Now, here's what I'm going to do. This is kind of an area. I'm just going to sit here for a second. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this off of here, and I'm going to stick it on right there. And then I'm going to do this. Face track enabled. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of do like this, I think. Okay. So how's that? That should be better. This is should be a pretty wide angle view, actually. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and continue. I got face tracking, although we don't probably really need it. Really? Yeah, adults don't always listen. Hill country, that's cool. I guess there are hills there. I didn't really realize that. The stereotype is that Texas is flat. And what was funny, because I saw a Clint Eastwood movie that was shot in Italy, and it said El Paso, Texas, and in the background there was like these giant mountains. And I was like, do they really have giant mountains in El Paso? I don't know. I'm going to stop looking at the camera. Picture froze? Uh-oh. Is it still frozen? And what about the audio? Do we have audio? Uh-oh, it's not good. Okay, good. Yeah, maybe just I was in a spot that wasn't so good. All right, we're not too far from my house. So we're coming out of the highway. So this is the Volkswagen Caddy, by the way. We've had it since 2011. We got it shortly after Phoenix was born. And this is a car that's not available in North America. It's actually a very narrow, see, I can touch the side door. It's a very narrow van, but it's long wheelbase. It's based on a truck wheelbase, truck frame is what I'm trying to say. Although it has, coil springs in the front and leaf springs in the back, it can carry quite a bit. It's a 7-seat, 2 in the front, center row is 3, rear row is 2. And what I like about it is if I pull the rear row out, the seats fold down, pulls out with 2 little hoops. It's not too heavy that me, an old man, can't pick up and put inside the house. What I like about it is I only lose 2 seats. I still have 5 seats with the back out, but I've got half of the vehicle that I can use for storage space, which makes it great if you're picking somebody up from the airport and they got a lot of luggage. But generally speaking, with the look at this guy, man. We're on an exit, and he had to go around and pass me just to get ahead of me. This is crazy. We're on the ramp coming up to the road. People drive in such an asinine way here. They got to be first. But what I was saying was, with the back row in, you still got a whole bunch of space, and the back row does fold down, so you can put stuff on top too. So it's pretty versatile car. It's got a roof rack on it, a bunch of storage up here. You can't really see, but this whole thing here is hollow. I got like my sun visor in there and tools and all kinds of stuff. And for me, it was the only car in Taiwan that was tall enough. You still got plenty of headroom up here. But the other thing too is that the windshield is high enough that I can see out of, because almost all the other cars in Taiwan that I sat in, the windshield's like right here, and I can't even see the traffic lights. It's insane. Now here we are. We're back in the industrial park where I live. So called Mesa. Oh yeah. Really? But you see, what I was saying was the stereotype is that Texas is flat. But I mean, I now know it isn't because I saw that movie and I was like, I looked it up. I looked at the topography. I mean, a lot of places are flat, but not the entire country. So, one of these days, and I don't think it'll be today, I want to do a driving live stream where I show all these famous companies and things, In fact, I could probably just turn the camera around and show a lot of them now, but like Panasonic is right over here. We have Gigatech, Giga Storage, Rytech, the guys that make CDs and DVD ROMs and stuff, they're all right over here. Big steel company here, man. See, my house right down the street, and they go boom in the middle of the night. They drop these steel I-beams, and it's just, it's brutal. But yeah, and yeah, looking at the side window, you can't even really tell where we are. So I'm gonna go ahead and just pull into my parking space in a second here. But the Xiaohui's is over there, and she's open and got business going just like the old days. The neighborhood's changed though. It's not quite the same. So with she bought a place across the street. She's gonna move across the street. I think she said in April. So won't be long. I'm looking at a place over here. I gotta talk to the boss, but I found out how much he wants for rent. But there's a little room in the bottom of the building over here that might make a suitable studio, which I'm looking at doing because I need to get it out of my house, I think, but still, close by, or I need to get another house. I really want to buy another house in Hsinchu City is what I want to do. It's closer to everything, closer to my daughter's school, which is Hsinchu City, our congregation, the mall that we go to, the big city mall, all that stuff's in Hsinchu City. And we go there a couple times a week from here in Hukou, and it's just kind of crazy. Now, as I turn this corner, I'm turning another corner, you're going to see real quick on the left a big red sign. And that red sign right there is Win-Wins. Okay, everybody, I'm going to sign off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close down the Pocket 3 so I stop sending data. And I think that should turn it off. But we had a nice meeting today with one of the representatives of the village. And it looks like they're going to help solve our parking problem over here and the influx of scooters that ride through the sidewalk that are not supposed to ride on the sidewalk. My daughter can't even play in the back because of that. So let me say goodbye, and I'm just going to go ahead and close up the Pocket 3 and shut off the stream that way, and it should turn off, but I'm going to check it in the browser in just a second anyway. So you guys take care. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.